Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online class, Ekalaiva. Standard 12, Subject Economics, Lesson 6, Banking. This is the concept map. What are all we are going to learn in this lesson? Then, main learning objectives of this lesson are the functions of central bank and the commercial bank. We are going to learn in detail what about central bank and commercial banks and their functions. And apart from that, non-banking financial institutions also we are going to learn and their functions. Commercial banks are the institutions that make short-term loans to business and in the process of creating money. This is the definition given by Culbertson. Introduction. Finance is the lifeblood of all economic activities such as trade, commerce, agriculture, and industry. A bank is generally understood as an institution which provides a fundamental services such as accepting deposits and lending loans. Banking sector acts as a backbone of the modern business world. The banking system significantly contributes for the development of any country due to the importance in the financial stability of a country. Banks are highly regulated in most countries. Historical development. The Riksbanks of Sweden, which had sprung from a private bank established in 1656, is the oldest central bank in the world. It acquired the sole right of note issue in 1897. But the fundamentals of the art of banking have been developed by the Bank of England in 1864 as the first banknotes of issues. A large number of central banks were established between 1921 and 1954 in compliance with the resolution passed by the International Finance Conference held at Brussels in 1920. They are South African Reserve Bank in 1921, the Central Bank of China in 1928, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand 1934, the Reserve Bank of India 1935, the Central Bank of Ceylon 1950, and the Central Bank of Israel 1954 were established. Now, let us talk about the history of Indian banks. The first Bank of India was Bank of Hindustan in 1770, was established under British rule. The banking system in India was controlled and dominated by the presidency banks, What are all the presidency banks? They were three presidency banks. Number one, Bank of Bengal, 1809. Bank of Bombay, 1840. Bank of Madras, 1843. These banks were also called as presidential banks. Okay, they were all the banks together merged in 1921 as Imperial Bank of India. All these three presidential banks merged together in 1921. Then it is Imperial Bank of India, and it has been changed in 1955 as SBI, State Bank of India. Commercial banks. Commercial banks refers to a bank or a division of large bank which more specifically deals with the deposits and the loan services provided to the corporations. Or we can say it in this way: large, middle sized business as opposed to individual members of the public small business. They do not provide long term credit as liquidity of assets is to be maintained. Some of the commercial banks I have given you here: IDBI, okay, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India, UCO Bank, Allahabad Bank, Indian Bank, Dina Bank, Vijaya Bank, etc. Let us come back to the functions of commercial bank. This is very, very important, which we should know in detail. The functions of commercial bank and the functions of central bank are both are very, very important questions in this lesson. So let us go ahead with functions of commercial bank. Commercial banks are institutions that conduct business with a profit motive by accepting public deposits and lending loans for various investment purposes. The functions of commercial banks are broadly classified into primary functions and secondary functions and other functions, which are shown in the picture. Okay, the functions of commercial banks divided into three. Number one, primary functions. Number two, secondary functions. And number three, other functions. Let us see the division under primary, under secondary, and other functions. Under primary function, it has been divided into two: accepting deposits and advancing loans. Under secondary functions, it has been divided into four: agency services, general utility services, transfer of funds, credit creation. And other functions, it has been divided into three: money supply, credit creation, collection of statistics. Let us see all these functions in our next class in detail. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.